Hello. Charles Bennett has not only been recognized for his novel out-of-the-box character, but also for his physical talent. This man is a powerhouse, but during his recent bout at BKB, the bout was stopped due to an apparent hand injury. Why did this happen? We've all seen both boxers who can make a properly clenched fist, but all the time, boxers shadow boxing with their hands open, their fists unclenched, flapping. The moment you properly clench your fist, the amount of force your fist can handle dramatically increases, but at the same time, there's a cost. With all the muscles used to clench your fist, it can slow down the overall snap or pop of the punch. There is a notable difference, which is why, to preserve that pop, many gloved fighters prefer leaving their hands relaxed when delivering a strike. Why would it matter when the hand wraps and gloves preserve your wrists and hands? Naturally, with the cushioning, many sacrifice form of a proper fist for that increased snap. We see something similar here. Charles Bennett has some moves, but despite touching his opponent, he did not command that same respect. What was he doing wrong? Charles did keep his hands closed early on, but gradually he opened them up as the bout progressed. Perhaps he was used to having that extra pop every time he connected. Hitting without gloves is a much more difficult game. Precision, of course, is important, but it's now even more important because landing it correctly even once can instantly change the course of the bout. Used to the gloves, he clenches his fist last moment throwing power, trying to hurt his opponent, but here, notice how he lands with the back two knuckles. Leaping uppercut into a cross, you can hear he generated significant force, but the integrity of his opponent's face was greater than the smaller knuckle of his fist, thus he's forced to quit. I don't believe power should be an emphasis when striking without gloves, without the cushioning. Naturally, if you don't have cushioning, there will be more power, but precision is even more important because you don't want your own power foiling you. You do this by consistently landing with the first two knuckles as they transfer the most load throughout your forearm. You want more of a pushing motion following through with the punch. It's definitely a stiffer technique. It doesn't have that same flash pop, but you're way less likely to hurt your own hand, whilst more likely to successfully transfer force into your opponent. If you're planning on punching ungloved, to stay relaxed but still have a closed fist, it reduces the variables at play before you connect. Keeping it simple, that's what's important. When you land, you want your thumb tucked under your fist, but also squeezing on the first two fingers with your thumb as it will tighten the wrist and forearm position, which reduces the likelihood of buckling your hand. This reduces the likelihood of a wrist injury because you're a lot less likely to land wrong. This is something that is not talked about too often, if at all, but try it, even on the bag without gloves. Your hand doesn't fold over the same way when you do this properly. I like to pretend my thumb is a trigger, staying relaxed, but right as the first two knuckles are about to land, I squeeze my first two fingers with my thumb, which tightens my forearm, which locks the wrist position. Understanding this, it will save a lot of people from needless injuries. Landing with the first two knuckles and squeezing the first two fingers with your thumb. Test this out. Feel the difference. It will save a lot of people from injury. If you know someone who can benefit from this, please share the video, and of course, if you enjoyed, please smash that like button. Until next time, peace.